Hi, it's Kathy of Kathy Rose Creations. I'm trying something different. I'm having a hell of a time uploading my videos. I was filming my first one, or I did film my first one on my tablet. This time I'm trying my cell phone. We'll see if this one uploads better. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyhow, this is another page in my journal. If I ever get the other one uploaded, you'll see a page that I already did in this journal. And I'm going to use my homemade Mod Podge, which I talked about in the previous video, the one that may or may not ever show up on YouTube. But I do make my own Mod Podge, and it works okay. I know Shannon Green has said it's not real Mod Podge. Well, I know that. This page has already been gessoed, so it has some substance to it. Oh, there I go sniffing again. I talked about that in the last video, that it's really rude, but it's kind of like an involuntary thing. And somebody criticized another YouTuber about her sniffing her snot, and I thought that was pretty mean. But hey, you know, it takes all kinds. And got this photograph out of a book. It was a book with some really nice pictures in it, photographs, and I cut it all up, of course, and I'm using it for my collage journals. And that's my dog, Sophie. She's decided that she has to protect me from the mailman who just pulled up in front of the house across the street. So she's like totally worried that the mailman is there. I hope I'm in frame. I am so new at this, and I'm having an awful time trying to figure it all out. But I will. I'm going to figure this out eventually. I know I will. Okay, this picture wasn't large enough for the page, so I'm going to kind of fill in with some homemade tape. I took masking tape years ago, and I painted it. I saw it on some craft show somewhere. I can't remember where it was, and it was before I ever heard of washi tape, so I guess I kind of like made my own washi tape without knowing it. And I've used it on several things, and it's so easy to make, and it's so, you can make it any color. You can, after you paint it, you can stamp on it. You can, scribble in it. I mean, do whatever you want. And it's super. I mean, the masking tape, however, because I've done it years ago, it's kind of lost its stickiness. So I'm having to use the Mod Podge to make it stay. But that's okay too. I don't mind doing that. It's only white glue. At least my homemade Mod Podge is white glue. I like this little piece of green. And I'll put another little piece of green down. I have my Foo coffee, a la Lori Richardson Haley. Hi, Lori, if you're watching. And I spoke about it on my last video, the one that may or may not ever show up. that I felt so bad because I had forgotten her when I gave my shout out to all the different craft. Okay, this is like, okay, they're all stuck to me. When I gave the shout out to the other crafters that inspire me, and I forgot her, and I felt so bad because she's so creative and clever. My favorites are when she takes Happy Mail and she uses every single solitary snivel out of that Happy Mail and makes wonderful journals out of them. I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, I sit there and I watch it with my mouth hanging open, and I'm like, I can't believe that she's able to do that. It's like so cool. I mean, I would never have thought of. I mean, she takes apart the express mailbox, and she takes apart. I mean, every little tiny bit, stamps, and I mean, the postage off of it, and includes it in these journals, and they're wonderful. They're absolutely gorgeous. There I go, sniffing again. Hey, I have 2 cats and a dog, and their goal in life is to shed in my house, and shed, and shed, and shed. So I'm going to be sniffing. I've been sniffing my entire life. So, in fact, every once in a while, if you see or hear a recording that maybe the family did for something, you can hear me in the background sniffing. I think I've always had some kind of allergy thing going on. So, and I don't know if in the background you can hear some guy trimming trees. That's always interesting. I used to work at Boeing as a safety person, and it's like I can't help myself when I see people working on things and they don't have safety glasses on. It makes me nuts. That's like my thing, is the safety glasses. In fact, I had some guys that installed some subfloor in a bathroom in a previous house, and they did it without safety glasses. I had to go get them some that I had gotten as samples at a conference, and I'm like, put these on. I do not want to have to drive you to the emergency room and have them pull a nail out of your eyeball. Of course, they laughed at me. They thought I was very funny. But, oh, well, we do this all the time, lady. Yeah, well, maybe that means your number's going to come up pretty soon. Okay, I'm going to have to trim that a bit off the page. See, I can't talk yet and do art. So it's like, okay, stick this down because I don't know what the heck to do with it. And I have, let's see, I have some cheesecloth here to kind of give it some texture. Who'd have thought? Something I want to get is some drywall tape, which was something I never would have thought of until I saw it on, I think it was Packer Dye video or somebody else's. And I'm like, drywall tape, okay. So it's on my shopping list. This is a map out of a book, and it's out of a book that my sister had given me, a pile of old books. I mean, you know, they're like books that no longer are books that people are going to want to read, but they're great for art. There I go sniffing again. Now I'm really self-conscious about sniffing. Okay. I had used Tim Holtz Distress ink on it, on the edges. I was going to use it on a previous project and didn't quite fit in. So it was laying on my table here, and I'm like, it'll fit in with this theme, which is going to be about something somebody said to me one time. And oops, okay, here's my lady, and I put a crown on my lady. I think I need to make sure it's reinforced a tiny bit. And I'm going to, I love this image. She's great. Probably should use glue stick on it, but I did find another roll or two with glue stick. I thought it was totally out, but but I don't think it sticks really well. There I go, getting quiet again because I'm concentrating. No, it's because I can't walk and chew at the same time, which means I can't do artwork. Oh, in my previous, I'll just rattle on here. In my previous video, I was laughing about some of the stuff I had seen on YouTube with these young girls in their makeup videos. And I'm like, what is that all about? Now, I remember loving makeup when I was a kid, but these kids, they're nuts. They spend a bloody fortune on makeup. And it's like, okay, I don't get it. I just really, really don't get it. And then I saw a video of a couple gals that buy these really, really expensive handbags. I mean, really expensive ones. And I don't get that either. Ask my sister, because I think designer handbags are ridiculous. It's something to carry your crap in. It's, you know, I mean, my purses get thrown around on the floor. They get kicked around on the bottom, on the floor of the car. And when I was working, they were on the train, and it's like, I'm going to spend $500 or $600 for a purse that's going to be destroyed. And believe me, they get destroyed. So I get my handbags at Kohl's or Penny's or Kmart or Walmart or Target or one of those places. And they're fine. And they last me just as long as some of those designer thingies do. And I have to say that some of them are so ugly. I mean, they are really, really ugly. My sister gets real annoyed with me when I say that, but they are. Like, okay. Okay, this says, it's been said that I have two speeds, 0 to 70. Now, I used to have a really lead foot, and I was constantly getting speeding tickets and everything else. Well, I happened to be driving a friend of mine that, well, two friends actually, and they both are from Texas, and they both drive very slow. I don't know why, but they do. And so the one friend was in the back seat, and I was tearing ass down the road, and she made that comment. She says, "You have two speeds, 0 and 70." Excuse me. And it's always stuck in my mind, and it's like, yeah, I think I do. Okay. This is not sticking really well. I need to really mush it down there. Dry this. I'm going to pause while I dry it because I don't know how else to do it. Okay. I just thought I'd show this. I've been blowing this dry with my heat gun, and I got a little too close to the cheesecloth, so I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of turned a little crispy brown. Oh well, it'll just add to the interest of the page. So, in addition to that, I added a piece of my California driver's license. Can you see that? Okay, right here. No, I did not cut up my current license. I have a couple old ones, and I just kind of threw them in a box, and I had no idea what I was ever going to do with them, but it was like, that's kind of an interesting piece of ephemera, whatever. So that's what I did. I hung on to it, and it kind of fits in with this, the theme of me and my driving. So, yep. There's my dog again. She thinks she owns the sidewalk in front of our house. She doesn't. In fact, if you take a walk in my neighborhood, it's really interesting because as you walk down the street, if you do it on a regular basis, you get to know all the dogs that'll bark at you from their screen doors or their security doors. So it's always kind of fun to take those walks. Okay, I'll turn that noisy thing off. I'll probably do a little bit more to this page, another coat of Mod Podge, and then maybe some paint and some more writing on it. But I think I'll leave that to another time because this video is already like 20 minutes long. One quick thing, I talked about it in my last video, but like I said, if it doesn't get uploaded, Crazy Island families are having a journal inspiration prompt thing, and they have made some sticks, and Claudia Rossi made some beautiful popsicle sticks and wrote inspirations. If you get stuck on something, you pull one out and that'll kind of give you an idea. Well, I didn't make sticks, but I made a list. I took her list and I did it on an Excel spreadsheet. Of course, I use crappy, used paper for it. Recycle, 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 folks. And then I numbered them. And what I'm going to do is get a tiny box and throw all those numbers in there, and then I can pull a number if I get stuck and go to that particular prompt and see if that gives me some inspiration. Anyway, when I do another video, I'll show the completed page of this. And like I said, I hope I get a little bit better at doing this. So please give me any comments. I would love to hear from anybody that can help me. Tell me what kind of editing software you use and how well it works to upload to YouTube, because I'm not having any luck at all. I don't even know how I got the first one done. I can't remember how I did it. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a very great day. So peace. Bye-bye.